In today's video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on another one from the exclusive Lattafa Pride Collection, and this particular fragrance comes highly recommended by one of the subscribers to the channel, so I thought I'd throw a few quid at it and go straight ahead and blind buy it. This one is called Ishq Al Shuyukh Silver, and as soon as I first smelled it, I was instantly reminded of a really popular designer fragrance range, although I don't think it's a clone of any particular flanker within that range. But to find out which one I'm talking about, stay tuned to this episode of Mags Frags. Yes, hello again and welcome to this latest episode of Mags Frags. My name's Paul and today I'm taking a look at Ishq Al Shuyukh Silver from the Lattafa Pride Collection, which is more of an upmarket luxury collection over the standard Lattafa fragrances, so they usually do retail for a little bit more, around about the £40 mark as opposed to the £20 that you'd expect to pay for a standard Lattafa scent. There's also a gold version of this one, which is a totally different fragrance with completely different note breakdown, so not to be confused with this silver one that I'm focusing my attention on today. This one is classed as a spicy amber fragrance for men, and it comes in a 100ml bottle size and also in an eau de parfum concentration. Okay, so into the presentation, and this one comes in a matte black cardboard box with metallic chrome detailing, and I think this is an Arabian sword motif on the front. We've then got the name of the fragrance and the size and the concentration down at the bottom. I did try to research the translation of what Ishq Al Shuyukh means, and the Ishq means love and the Shuyukh is another word for like a sheikh or an affluent male, so it's something along the lines of loving to be rich and affluent, but that's the best I can come up with, I'm afraid. At the top there's a Lattafa logo, and that's also in a metallic chrome, and then on the back is where you'll find all your product information and your barcode, and you've also got this authenticity hologram up here in the top corner. The bottle arrives in a clear Perspex presentation case and is mounted on a black velour plinth inside. And you also get like a foam insert at the top here just to stop it from dislodging and rattling about inside the box. The bottle itself is really weighty and again features this motif on the front, but this time it's really heavily embossed, so you do get like a 3D effect on the front with it being so well pronounced. The cap is metal and it clicks really firmly into place, and that also features a Lattafa logo on the top there. The only small negative about this one is I'd say that the atomizer does look a little bit cheap, but it does deliver a really decent smooth blast of juice. But overall, I can't fault how it's presented, and there's a real improvement in this Pride collection over the standard Lattafa scents. Okay, so into the note breakdown, and the top notes in this one are lemon and bergamot. In the heart of the scent there's black pepper and pineapple, and the base notes in this one are vanilla, amberwood, cedarwood and patchouli. Okay, so as soon as you first spray this one, you are met with a huge blast of sweet fruitiness. There's a fleeting initial hit of the zesty lemon and the bergamot, but it's not what I'd describe as a citrusy opening, and it's the pineapple that you're going to pick up on the most, so it's more of a tropical fruit aroma rather than a sharp zesty one. And no, this is definitely not a clone or even inspired by Creed Aventus, so don't let the pineapple note fool you into believing that it's going to smell like Aventus, because it doesn't smell remotely like that one at all. But as it starts to dry down, the fruity notes are then kind of joined by the vanilla and the black pepper, and what you get is like a really sweet fruit pie aroma with a sprinkling of spiciness on top. And I'd say that this one would be a really good Armani code flanker. It doesn't actually smell exactly the same as any of the code flankers that I own, but the combination of the vanilla and the fruits did instantly make me think of the Armani code line, although I'd say this is a little bit sweeter. It's a really likeable and mass appealing fragrance that'll get you plenty of compliments, but it is bubblegummy sweet, and it's got more of a designer fragrance scent DNA rather than what you'd get in a niche scent. It stays sweet and fruity into the far dry down, where you may pick up on a little bit of woodiness, but I personally don't get lots of woodiness in this, and very little, if any, of the patchouli that's listed in the note breakdown. It stays fairly linear and it doesn't change that much as the hours tick by, but for the most part this is a delicious creamy vanilla and fruity pineapple combination that's pretty versatile, and I would say it makes for a really good signature scent. This one is perhaps a little sweet for the high heat of summertime, but from autumn right the way through into late spring, this is a versatile spray and go type scent that will cover you for most situations and occasions. You can wear it dressed up for a night out or casually during the day as just a normal everyday scent or a work fragrance, but for me it's just got more of a youthful playfulness to it, so I'd say it's probably better suited to guys in their late teens and early 20s. The performance on this one is really good, and you can expect to get 7 or 8 hours of longevity out of it with a nice arm's length projection. During the handful of times that I've wore it, people have definitely noticed it on me, but it's not what I really describe as a room filling fragrance. But having said that, if you plan to wear it this indoors, I would say just take it easy on the sprays because it is very sweet, and I would say that it could become a little bit sickly and cloying if you went a little bit heavy and on the trigger and oversprayed it. Yet I'd be happy to recommend this as a pretty safe blind buy to anyone who's just looking for a really nice smelling all-round fragrance that'll get them plenty of compliments. It may be a touch sweet for some of you guys out there that enjoy your fresher barbershop type fragrances, but I think more people will enjoy this one rather than disliking it. I suppose £40 is a little bit on the steeper side compared to your usual Lattafa fragrances, but I still think for what you're getting here represents really good value for money, and I am going to pick up a few more from this Pride line because the ones that I've tested so far have all been really solid, and they've all performed really well also. Yes, so once again, that's about it for today's scent of the day. But like I say, I will be trying out loads more from this Lattafa Pride collection, as well as bringing you plenty more Middle Eastern brands in future videos. 2022 is coming to a close, and we've seen plenty of really good releases this year. So hopefully 2023 will be also a great year. And I do plan on bringing you loads more content in the new year, and hopefully growing the channel even further. But in the next episode, I'm going to close out the year with my annual top 20 fragrances from the Perfume Parlour, which is always one of my most popular uploads of the year. So make sure you look out for that one, which will be sometime before the new year. As always, if you've enjoyed this episode and got a bit of value from it, then please don't forget to give it a cheeky thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and hope Santa brings you a nice expensive niche fragrance. So stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now.